go. Everything's good to go. I'll just go ahead and jump into it. Oh, you know what? I should probably link this stupid ass stream in places, right? Yeah. No one's gonna fucking. Well, I mean, a few people watch it from their sub feed, but I always forget to do this before I start the stream. I should actually just write that down. Like, put it on a sticky note. In any case, there we go. Mission complete. And I'll post it on Facebook too. There we go. There we go. Alright. It's good enough for me, Mom. We shutting it down. Alright. Anyway, let's go. So, as last time, I am doing Commando runs because that's the only character I play because it's the only good character. I actually quite literally probably have maybe like 4 hours at most on anything other than the Commando, and I play this game a lot. Been playing, I think, literally since release day came out. Or came by, my bad. Sometimes I can really, like, understand why people are the way they are in terms of being annoying. Because, man, I really do not have a lot of brain cells after I get home from work. And it makes me a little bit sad. It just, it don't work. It's hard to think. Neum. He thought he was gonna clap me. He's after these cheeks. Oh shit, I just got face blasted. That's okay though. I feel like there are Lumerians behind me. There are Lumerians behind me. And I'm getting shot by fireballs. That's okay. So basically how I usually start the stages is I kind of try to isolate where the portal is not, and then I focus on that area. That way I can use the money I make from the portal event to just grab any items that are straggling or hanging out. I also saw that there was a drone or two over there. I'm going to actually skip that in hopes that it helps me get a better time, because I don't want to climb back up there. Also, Bandolier is a nice item for a lot of people in the game, but when you play as a ranged character, it is very easy to not really be able to take advantage of it. You don't really get near things to take advantage of the chance of it dropping off of a kill. It would be nice to have like multiple roles, but don't really get the opportunity to take advantage of it. Give me 1 sec here. There we go. Okay, got it. Alright. Kinda sucks I didn't get that on my first pass, but I'll try again. Alright, we got 1 item. Not a super useful first item. As I've said before, that like the stun grenade actually is sleeper pretty strong if you have maybe like 2 or 3 of them as this character, just because he really values on hit items, and then also at the same time really values having any sort of crowd control at all, because he needs to wait, it's 7 or 8 seconds between stunning things. And he has one of the weaker movement abilities in the game, although it is something. It's probably even not really that weak, because you do have invulnerability. But you don't, he doesn't have a lot of HP, so he doesn't really get as much value out of it as he can, because it's like, you either dodge something or you just fucking die. And it's not up enough to save you from the myriad of things that are out to murder you. Okay, nothing. I might actually just dip and restart. Actually, I'm going to restart this one already because this is dumb. I'm getting some dookie items. And I don't have too much time to play. I'm only going to be playing for maybe an hour. Okay. There we go. I also need to remind myself to go on my YouTube page and delete my first 2 streams from yesterday. Was I playing yesterday? I don't think I was. I think it was Monday. My first 2 streams from Monday, so that I don't accidentally, well, not accidentally, so I don't have them just sitting there looking like they were actually legit streams, because I was messing with my stream settings while I was doing this. Okay, I hear some Lemurians spawning. There's another one somewhere around here. I know there were 2 of them. There we go. And I just ate a fucking fireball in the face. I'm really glad this character doesn't have any don't get hit by things, don't get hit by things achievements, because it's just very hard to not get hit in the face by fireballs or lasers. Also, to be honest, I'm not like really trying super hard to dodge a lot of them this early on, because it's like I know for a fact I won't die, and things spawn so slowly that even your shitty monsoon health regen. Hey, hello. Here, let me move my chat thing over so I can see a little bit more easily. There we go. Okay. How you doing? We'll kill a few more Lemurians and then we will move on here. This is really why I don't like seeing too many shrines on the first part of the first level. Your parents have absconded to Japan. Is that good? Should they be in Japan? I forget. What's the situation? Oh, well that's good, I think. Yes, that is good. You got a job. I'm gonna go back and grab that shrine. Hello, hi George. Hey, a fuel cell. You're not interested in going to Japan? This is already not a good first stage. I do have 3 items already, so I could probably make my goal, but RNG is not super on my side right now. Hey, I'm glad I checked back here. Actually, no, I'm not, because these are literally just giant piles of shit. Yeah, it has been a while, hasn't it? No, I graduated a while ago. go. There's a chest there. You can basically figure out. You don't like this format? I think this is like a really good format for a game, and that Risk of Rain is probably one of the best roguelikes, honestly, in the market. And I think this is actually a roguelike that is getting a lot of people into the genre. I would like to say it's pretty accessible and still fun. And I think part of that comes with the format. I don't know. I don't know why you thought I was still in school, but that's okay. I'm behind my my schedule for this run, which is a little bit sad. I don't want to restart this one again. Man, what the fuck, dude? At least if I run into a good 3D printer, I won't feel bad about rolling all this shit away, because, man, just dookie everywhere. Heaps and heaps of dookie. Maybe I'll get lucky and get, like, a royal capacitor or a prion accumulator. I mean, I'm fine with top-downs, too. I just think that this is, like, a very interesting format for a roguelike game. I think it's more accessible to people because I think that it is similar to other types of games that are not roguelikes, and that's a good segue for people to get into the genre, because roguelikes, I think, are very hit or miss with the general populace. Like, it's a good genre, but I think a lot of people have trouble being entranced enough by the aesthetics of them to enjoy sitting around and dying a lot. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm going to just start the teleporter event. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this boss, honestly. Oh, Stone Titan. Actually, I will be. It's just going to be annoying. I didn't think I would have enough damage. Oh my god, Mom, please. How have I been? I've been fine for the most part. I started a new job. New job's okay. Reminded me my ultimate goal is to be self-employed. Ooh! Ooh! Shit. I'm gonna die, am I? No, I'm Gucci. I was about to say, I can't tell if I'm gonna line of sight that or not. I think Risk of Rain 2 is pretty good about not spawning things behind you very liberally. I would actually not be surprised if the things that handle enemy spawns prefer them to be, like, within your field of vision, at least initially when they spawn. Of course, you can, like, turn while it's spawning and not see it, but... Like, I've never encountered a situation where, like, a golem laser is just, like, immediately behind me and just about to blow my fucking head off before I can even really think about it. Also, we're restarting. This is not good. Hello. Dookie run. I also really, want to get a good run in. The thing is I still want to do that 20 stage run. If I look like I'm going to be able to do at least 5 stages comfortably, I'm going to just keep playing and stop at 10 p.m. at the latest. Yeah, actually. Imagine, imagine being the evil, homophobic god that's cursed me tonight. Literally, I have not gotten a single offensive item on either of the runs I attempted. That's cool, George. Where... There we go. That's what I'm talking about with, like, where things spawn. So I was, like, looking to the side for a bit, and they popped up there. I've also noticed that with wisps, too, generally. Although with them, it's kind of harder to tell, because sometimes they'll spawn directly above you because they fly. Oh, actually, maybe I'm a liar. Yeah, they spawned right fucking behind me. But I did hear where they were, so worked out. In any case, it's not a regular enough occurrence to where I'm just, like, fucking freaking out about shit being behind me. Ugh. The shrine is in the same place it was in my last run. Have I seen the new elite type yet? No, what is it? Did they finally add blighted enemies to the game? Question mark. Interesting. That's cool. Is it actually out yet? I don't think I've seen that. If you did not play the first game or don't remember the first game, as I guess like its ultimate affix, had blighted enemies, which basically were a mixture of several affixes put together. What is PCR? What am I missing? Also, fuck Blizzard! Liberate Hong Kong. It doesn't surprise me that Blizzard is made out of cowards, but also... Oh, yeah, yeah. My bad, acronyms are hard. Or abbreviations, I'm screaming. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me that Blizzard is full of cowards, but also... Liberate Hong Kong. I'm sorry, forgive me. I was saying before you were here, like, I can see why people are kind of annoying, because I really do not have a lot of brain cells to spare after I get off of work. Huh. Well, I have one offensive item, right? That's, like, adequate. Right, right. You worked where? Interview? Is that a place, or...? Oh, Integra. I don't know what that is. But keep going. Lay it on me. Got it. Alright, we're gonna hit up that shrine again after I grab this boy. Okay, actually I don't mind having monster teeth too much, but they're still not ideal. Alright, we're going for it, and then I need to go ahead and run towards the... Oh, I don't have enough fucking money. I'm zilted. I guess the one good thing about having, like, a lot of drones early on, like, I like drones, but sometimes it's nice to have a good offensive item. But one of the benefits of having drones is it's like 50-50 if you get something offensive or not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to worry too much about RNG. Like at a shrine. You know, once you see the drone on the ground, that you have an option for a fence. Hydra, what now? I'm screaming. Yeah, I'm just gonna give it one more try. I'm actually a little bit tilted that there was not anything within my first few activations of this shrine. Nope. Okay, well, we're done. It's time to go. We'll see if we have enough money at the end for it. That's interesting. Okay. I'll clear these wisps out first. Ooh. I'll roll up back in here. And again, the other benefit of the drones that I mentioned earlier, or I guess in my previous stream, is that sometimes enemies will target them, which takes a bit of pressure off of you. That's okay. I'm not trying too hard to dodge those at this point, because I'm not super afraid of dying. Go ahead and get on the other side of it so I don't get killed by its explodey thing when it does it. I mean, I don't think you need to pick up drinking again, but I've already mentioned that. Oh my god. Okay, that was really close. Man, I thought I could squeeze through there. That was me being a little bit silly. Also, rip my drone. And, like, that's a nice item to have, but I really could use some more offense again. The Eternal Curse. Whatever. We're Gucci. Why am I being chased by an Unverse? Honestly, I don't know. Also, someone I'm friends with said that Kingdom Hearts 3, or said someone else said that Kingdom Hearts 3 basically was just a really good movie, and I was like, oh my god, that's really funny. Well, not a really good movie. It's like more of a movie than it is a game. And I can kind of see that, because I was not very impressed with observing Kingdom Hearts 3's gameplay. There's a reason why people are so emotionally invested in the gameplay in Kingdom Hearts 2. Still. Because it's objectively it's pretty good. Hi, Timothy. Hey, oh, sticky bombs, love them. Alright, we're gonna kill this elite and suck the money out of his body. It's kind of annoying when they get knocked back like that, because you get kind of inaccurate. The longer you hold down that click button. And nope. Luckily, these rude dudes got some money inside their stomachs. Nope. I'm just zipping. They can't catch me. They want these cheeks, but they can't get them. Oh, shit, Mom. I'm screaming. You saw the Joker film? Was it very film-like? You know, I don't really watch movies, and if you've watched my videos, you know that like I don't watch movies, right? Like you've heard me say this, but like every fucking time I actually watch a movie, I'm just like, "Oh my god, this is so good." And the thing is always like really terrible movies that are like box office bombs, basically. Like I'll see like a really shitty sequel to a movie and I'll be like, "Oh my god, this was a masterpiece." And then learn actually apparently it's fucking terrible. Nomura just can't write women. I feel I think I think Kingdom Hearts is a franchise that would really benefit from like women with interesting personalities, because the gays would love it, because like character design wise, like if like he really put his mind to it, he could make some very interesting women and give them some good ass outfits, which is like 90% of what like gays care about. Incels will double play it. They'll just smack their virgin meat to it. Ooh, boy. Man, that hurt really bad. Hmm. I really wish these dudes would, stop shooting at me. Oh, Wig. There's a drone right there. I also need to scout out the, teleporter. I mean, part of it is, like, a cultural barrier, too. A little bit. In terms of, like, how they portray certain women. Like, I've heard people bring up multiple times that like Aqua and her like complete lack of emoting and her voice actor just giving all her lines very flat is like apparently like very woke, like in Japan apparently. But like here it just sounds like bad voice acting. But at the same time also women basically just exist in Kingdom Hearts to be to be saved and to clutch their chest while looking off in the distance. Oh, Twig. Okay. Hey, also, I got blasted on top of the thing. Also, literally, that shop was full of doo-doo. That was a very bad try shop. I don't really appreciate that. Anyway, we're gonna move on with my life. Hmm. Fascinating. Very fascinating. That is a lot of dudes that just spawned. That reminds me of when I died last time and literally just got imploded by a million different wisps just spawning at the same time. Also, I was being racist and I just fucking called them imps on accident because they fulfill a similar niche in being very annoying and being everywhere. But, where are we going? Down there. Yeah, let's go. That's good. I'm glad your eyes are small. Oh, hey, the royal capacitor I was waiting for. Love it. It's fashion. Oh, and I fucking missed. I'm screaming. I meant to royal capacitate that jellyfish. Hmm. I'm gonna need to, like, reposition a little bit so that I don't get killed when it detonates. Man, this is really annoying. I'm just gonna get up here. You get out of here. Sometimes I like to stop fighting the boss and just clear out wisps a little bit, because it's like, they're annoying. And it's very easy, like, to get hit by the boss and, like, have a little bit of HP left, and then just like a random wisp walk up and fucking murder you. Hmm. Shh. Okay, I'm Gucci. I was about to say. Oh, I forgot I have a war horn. I feel a little bit silly. That's okay though. We are gonna grab this and get the fuck out of here. Don't have any crit, so that's not super useful. It needs better aiming target selection. I kind of agree. Or at least I would rather have some specifics about how, like, you target it. Like, what decides the targeting. Like, does it default to the last thing you hit, or just whatever is closest to your cursor? I think it's closest to your cursor. Have I played Enter the Gungeon yet? No, I really want to. Now that I actually make money, XD, I'm probably going to invest in actually getting it. Suck my clit. There we go. Alright. Well, I mean, that's not bad. That's useful when dealing with hordes of enemies. What are you? You're a barrel. Should probably at least kill some of these. Having this ukulele actually did help out a good bit, because if I had have not got it, I don't know if I would have been able to get through that previous portal event. Alright, we're good. I just need a little bit of money. Am I adjusting well to my new job? Theoretically. I really... Stop me if you've heard me say this before, because I think I've already said it like twice. But this really cements my ideal to be self-employed. I don't want to ever have to wake up at 8 a.m. or actually at 6 a.m. To work, because I don't like that. It's satanic. And ultimately, like, I just really have issues dealing with authority, so it's not a problem yet, but I just don't like people telling me what to do. So, I mean, I'm adjusted. It's fine. It's not that big a deal, but I definitely don't want to be doing this forever. The goal is to start working on self-employment options within the next 2 or 3 years. Man, watching a bunch of ukulele procs is very fun. Alright, so I've gotten 2 items so far. It's really funny how, like, people are really... Like, that working doesn't make a lot of people happy, and that a lot of people are unhappy with their jobs, and that it's just, like, a pretty well-known fact that, like, working, like, makes a lot of people unhappy. and that it takes more out of the employees than, like, the business. But, like, some people just really are of the opinion that, like, if you are not satisfied with your working conditions, you're just lazy. And that just really boggles my mind. That's life. Baka. XD. Bootlicker. Oop, shit, Mom. Well, I picked up several chests back there, but I'm pretty sure there are more. This level usually has like a million fucking chests in it. Oh, shit. Just ran face first into that. Hello. Hello, enemies? There they are. Gucci. Goodbye. I'm 90% sure I saw a chest up here. Oh, twig. Big drone. Alright, we gotta save up some money. Although, honestly, the big drones do an assload of damage, but they do not have a lot of longevity. I think it's more that, like... I think part of it is people know it's socially unacceptable to believe that. And that, like, they really just internalized that message. And then also, honestly, like, working for most businesses, there's, like, a really weird, like, they just do a really good job of, like, getting people to go along with, like, the culture they create around their business. Like, for example, like, a lot of companies, like, very obviously have some unsavory practices, but, like, they'll all very consistently be like, our values are, like, fair play, honesty, equality, etc., etc. And, like, that's very obviously, like, a gigantic pile of ultra doo-doo, right? But, like, somehow they convince the people who work for them that, like, that's their actual thing. You know what I'm saying? It's very fascinating to me. Also, I would like to, not be here, but I need to go back up there and, grab that stupid thing. Darius, you're about to get called out, son. Alright, I think this is all the shit I'm gonna get out of this wretched stage, so I think I'm gonna move on with my little... Oh, hello. Brain expanded. Am I missing anything? I'm gonna see if the bouncy thing... Yes, it is. I do remember seeing that earlier. I also just generally have a very negative view of businesses to begin with. Oh, wait. Call out averted. There we go. Let's just do it. I probably should have, went... Ooh, shit. Went for it a little earlier, but that's okay. Oh, Twig. Huh. Oh, Dookie, okay. Not Dookie! Love it! It's fashion. Alright. We are going to take advantage of this. Watch it be like 3 lava worms, and me just not be able to do anything. Okay. Well, this might be the end of this run, Mom. I really hate Clay Dune Striders with all my being. It's funny how good they are at killing things. Oh shit, it's like 2 of them. Actually, I'm kind of fucking them up. Besides the part where they just almost killed me. Alright, it's time to... Okay. God fucking damn it. I hate this planet. Hi, Melrose. I fucking hate this. I literally hate this planet. Man, that was so unfortunate. Also, I'm gonna have to end the stream pretty soon here. Um, I'll like do part of a prismatic, maybe. We'll see how long it is. Man, that is so shitty, dude. I got murdered. I got murdered to death. They fucking killed the shit out of me. Also, literally, Clay Dune Striders are like apex predators. Like, all they do is just fucking kill people in end runs. Like, lava worms, even when you're behind, like, you can just kite them in XD and clown around, and maybe you'll get one shot if you take too long. But, like, with fucking Clay Dune Striders, like, they are just out for you. Whatever. Man, fuck this game. This is so stupid. I'm not gonna play the loader. I mean, I only play Commando, whatever. Where am I even I'm starting in literal hell. Maybe I'm gonna be in the level of hell where it's just all Clay Dune Striders. I'm actually really glad they do not spawn on this stage. That's actually a sign that this fucking company that made this game is woke. Because this level loves to start with like bosses already pre-spawned, and having like a Clay Dune Strider just already ready to murder your face in would actually quite literally just be extremely unfair. No one saw that. Oh, hey. I already see it's going to be one of these prismatic trials where they just don't give me anything fun. I would like to say, at least according to what I see on Reddit, I am actually good at Risk of Rain. Because some people legitimately, like, just can't, they can't play the game. Like, legit, there was a topic about people saying that, like, having Wandering Vagrant as the first boss on Monsoon is literally impossible, and that just literally boggled my mind. I could see, like, in some level configurations, that being hard. Like, if they, spawn in some places, like, you might not have cover to, like, dodge their explosion shit. But even then, like, if y'all were watching early on, like, I literally was just face tanking the fucking, the whatchamacallit, the, like, the explosive orbs they shoot at you. Like, I wasn't even trying to dodge most of them. Like, I ate 3 or 4. And I still didn't, like, just flat out die. And I was even saying, like, they don't do that much damage, so I'm just not even really trying to dodge them that hard. Like, what are people doing that is causing them to die to that boss? Like, I guess it literally has to be the explosion. Maybe they're just seeing that it's low and trying to out DPS it and not trying to, like, duck and cover. I don't know. It makes my heart hurt for them. What an unfortunate problem that some people have. I actually was going to say something really mean. I shouldn't say that, though. Never mind. Oh, Twig. We love it. Gay lizard ring. I really wish these fucking hermit crabs would stop shooting their nut at me. We're actually going to go up there and fuck them up in a little bit. Because that's really annoying. Boy style. Forbidden. Boys are illegal here. Oh, Binding of Isaac. I'm racist. I actually really do not like the Binding of Isaac. Which is funny because I've met several homosexuals who are just really, really, really about that game, but not like super into other roguelikes, and it just really perplexes me. I just don't see the appeal. Also, fuck crab lives. There we go. Okay. Also, watch me get one shot by a brass contraption, because I'm just fucking ignoring them and not killing them. Is that what that is? Oh, Twig. Not very useful for my purposes, but still Twig. It exists. It's in this world with me. I'll take that. That works for me. That could be a thing. In some alternate universe, I just have like a squirt more of serotonin naturally, and a bigger brain, and less anxiety, and I successfully monetize this YouTube thing, and I'm not working an 8 to 5, but it's not the universe we're in, so we're going to be shutting down the stream pretty soon here because I need to get ready for bed. I like that these Lumerians run up to you like they're about to give you some business, and then they literally just get shot in the face and die. Like, they just walk so intensely. Twig. Huh. Well then. This is very unfortunate. I don't even know how many of y'all are watching this stupid thing. Let me see where we're at. Oh, Twig, I got 4 y'all. It's about par for the course. I think part of the issue was that when I was like basically a NEET, I felt bad about like doing YouTube stuff a little bit, so I didn't want to devote myself too much to it. So like I would stream a lot, but I would be like, when I'm not streaming, I don't want to do things that are like good for this YouTube channel because I really should just be studying or whatever. Hi, Stu. At least I actually read the chat. In my defense, there are only like 4 y'all usually, so I can pretty safely read chat and like have a conversation with you. If I ever got like, I mean, it's not gonna happen probably, but if I ever got like more popular and there were regularly like fucking even like 50 of y'all, like I probably would not interact with chat as much. Because that's also around the number where really annoying people start hanging around. Hey, where the fuck are the crabs at? Like, literally. Okay, I kind of see them off in the distance. Yeah, they're up there. Important question. Ah, there we go. There's my geyser. That's valid, Stu. That's actually really valid. I think that I'm being a little bit cynical in that regard. That's definitely true. Because that's actually how I feel about gay stuff, incidentally. Like, whenever I'm talking to someone and I mention, you know, like, I have a lot of gay friends, etc., etc., they'll be like, oh, why? Like, isn't that annoying? Or blah, 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 something gay. And then I'll just be like, well, no, I just am selective with the kind of people that I hang out with so that those problems don't really ever emerge. On the flip side, though, like, if anything gay becomes popular, people who are a little bit cum-brained tend to, wander towards it and just, like, be creepy and horny. And I've already, like, dealt with that a few times. And then on top of that, the, other part of it is that, at least on YouTube's end, Twitch isn't as bad, but at least with streaming on YouTube... Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, who the fuck would I have as a moderator? Who do I trust? Also, we're just gonna get this last time crystal. I've been on this level for 1,000,000 years. Stopped him. It's illegal. You get a little naughty sometimes. You can't, you're not allowed to be a moderator. Also, I really, really would like to find where these crabs are. I thought they were up there, but it turned... Oh, hey, wig. They were on the ground. Suck my dick. Fuck crabs. Oh, you're watching on your phone. That's woke. Where are we going? Where's the teleporter, Mom? These are the particles, right? Is it over here? No. I think those are just the hell particles I'm seeing, and this is not where the TP is. I have a little trouble seeing them on this stage. Although, before I forget... Huh. I'm gonna stick with what I have. The cooldown's a lot lower. I could get like 2 uses of this off. I don't know if it would be just like straight up like a DPS upgrade or not though. I actually am starting to get carpal tunnel from using my phone in bed. I actually had like a week or so where I actually couldn't really play games. Well, not a week. I would say it was probably like 3 or 4 days. I couldn't play games or like really work out or anything because of it too, which made me a little bit sad. And after taking that break, I'm mostly at a good point, but it still hurts on occasion, and it's definitely not better. Like, fully better. Okay, twig. It's kind of useful. Yeah, I know, right? We're literally in mega hell. Are these... no, those are not portal particles. Where the fuck... I literally ran past it earlier. I'm a little bit sad, boys. It's over there. Those do not look like hell particles. Those look like... I could see that being a post on... that gets cross-posted on Ask Gay Bros and Gamers. Oh, I forgot about that. That's actually not too bad. I barely took any damage. They really nerfed the shit out those fucking lasers. Okay, twig. I didn't see the red outline on the ground. I'm actually very curious as to why it fucking spawned up there, too. Didn't really help itself or me out. Huh. Imagine being the crabs just nutting on me constantly from the safety of their own crab house. Must be nice. Also, I gotta get ready to take this fucking Trazodone in a second here. Man, Trazodone fucks me up so bad. It's kind of wild. Like, one of the first times I was playing, or using it, I was playing HOTS with one of my friends, and legit, like, 15 minutes later, I almost just started falling asleep at my computer. It was wild. Hello? Oh. I was trying to figure out where I started, but this makes sense. I'm on the danger cliff. I'm pretty sure they just literally, like, blow their vaginas inside out and shoot out all their fucking eggs, and then they blow, like, their jizz pouches out, and they both die. But babies happen. I'm pretty sure... Well, no, that's not true, because crabs live, like, a long time when things don't eat them, so they should be able to survive a good nut. Either way, they blast their fucking crab nut everywhere. I'm pretty sure, like, most things, or, like, not most things, but, like, crabs and crustaceans are, like, pretty cornerstone, because, like, most things eat some phase of their life. Like, they either eat their babies or their eggs or the actual fucking crab. Hi, Nigel. Isn't it almost your bedtime? Shouldn't you be getting ready for work? Or not work, getting ready for bed to go to work tomorrow? Oh, also, god fucking damn it. So, I found out I have a training that's like on the literal opposite side of town from where I live, and it is literally going to take me like an hour and 30 minutes to get back home, and I fucking hate this planet because of it. Like, I'm so sad. I might be carpooling with my coworkers, which will offset me getting there, but if I'm not, and I have to drive all the way there in the morning, I'm gonna have to wake up at like 5 a.m., and I hate this planet because of it. Actually, I should just use this pretty liberally. And we're gonna go. Nope. Should I kill it? That's really my only biggest, like... My only, like, real big downside to this, because, like, even though, like, I'm complaining about it a little bit, like, my job is fine. It's just I really cannot stand having to fucking wake up early to commute. Like, that is, like... I don't know how generations of people could stand to do that. Literally just cannot comprehend it. Like, it literally takes years off of my life. I don't know. I don't care. I mean, it's been like 2 or 3 months. And the movie literally is basically just a recap of the entire show, XD. That's valid. But the thing is like, not to be a millennial, like, getting paid more doesn't really, like, it matters, but it doesn't, like, super matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather just have comfort and flexibility. That would be what makes me happy. Like, literally, like, if I was just able to remote to my job, that would, like, vastly improve the quality of my life. I would just be 100% fine with whatever they had me do. As far as, like, what I do at my current job, I'm not saying, like, any job, that'd be fine, because I don't know if I could do something where they're calling me at, like, 5 a.m. to solve problems, but... Important question. Where are the good items? Where are they? Okay, fine with that. It's cool. It's cool, dude. We're just gonna go through the cave network here today, and then move on with my little old gay life. You're conflicted about Steg? I don't think he's like, I mean, he is bar bait, but I don't think that was necessarily the intention. I don't think Rebecca Sugar was sitting in her office being like, I'm just gonna make something for faggots to jack off to. Also, I forgot I'm not supposed to say that on stream. I'm not gonna make something for horny homosexuals to smack their meat to. I think that in reality, he was just like inspired by like a certain type of anime character. I'm thinking like 80s and 70s like shonen anime characters, because he basically looks like a JoJo character. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's made for you to be horny. I think he's supposed to wow you with his masculinity. And I mean, obviously, there's like some overlap. You know, something that's really just kind of wowed me a little bit with starting to use Reddit is the degree to which people are like really permissive and okay with like really fucked up sexual stuff. Also, this is not fair. This is not fair at all. What is this? Oh my fucking god. What the fuck is this? I'm screaming. Ah! Please. Oh my fucking god. At least they don't one-shot me at this difficulty. That is so annoying. This isn't what I wanted. I actually literally hate when they do this instead of giving me an actual fucking boss. Also, imagine if I didn't find that guillotine. Yeah, I really hate this. I hate when this happens instead of getting a boss. So, like, if you push, like, really quick early runs, like, you're getting, like, to stage 2, like, halfway into easy, like, they will do this shit to you, and it drives me bonkers. That's actually really funny. You could have gotten Flaming Titans and the laser just proc the fucking, the flame debuff on you. Oh my god, their shield's restored. I'm screaming. But like I was saying, like, something that's just kind of wowed me about Reddit is just, like, the sheer degree of people who are, like, really permissive to just, like, fucked up sexual stuff. Like, anytime there's a topic about, like, someone underage being on Grinder, they're just like, well, if they're legal in that state and they're like 16 in high school, you should just fuck them anyway because it's legal, and it just it boggles my mind. And then just be, I mean, I know why. I was gonna say, like, they're really hostile towards it, and I wonder why, but I mean, I know why. It's because they're fucking weirdos. I won. That was a really terrible run, but that's okay. Oh man, I got that good rank. 1200. Yeah, basically, they tend to be like that. I'm an anti. Also, like, what the fuck? People are really annoying on Reddit. About something. It's very interesting seeing the difference between it and Tumblr, especially in regards to gay stuff. Also in some very dark ways, like I don't know, they're almost like parodies of themselves. Like, I really am astounded by the, well, I don't know. R slash LGBT is a little bit uwu core. It's a little Tumblr. Um, to the point where you can't really, like, joke about things because it's just very easy to get it's very easy to get banned from r slash LGBT from my observation. And they're very much plugged into, like, Tumblr discourse from like 3 years ago with like 0% nuance. Like, someone actually, so this trans man made a post on r slash LGBT and was basically like, why do, like, some trans women date gay men? And then everyone was like, they don't. If they're dating a trans woman, they're straight. And then he was like, well, I see, like, trans women on Grinder all the time, and, like, apparently, like, they have a pretty nice audience on there. So, like, what's the deal with that? And then everyone was like, no, that's impossible. That's just not how it works. Grinder's for gay people. Just the lack of brain cells. Like, they just don't get it. It's like when you're plugged into a certain type of silly theory. Well, it's not even theory. It's just like, it's kind of like they're kind of reading from, like, the gender script, and they don't really understand how, like, things actually work in practice. It was really funny that it was a trans man asking that. It was like, I guess it kind of, like, pointed to something I've always mentioned, is that, like, even though people talk about gender identity a lot, um LGBT stuff tends to factually just be divided up by birth assignment. So it's like if you're assigned male at birth, you tend to inhabit the same spaces as other people assigned male at birth, regardless of your actual gender. So like trans women use Grindr pretty commonly, and they're just like a part of Grindr. While I mean, it still happens, but it's less common for trans men to use Grindr by and large. Like overall, I'm sure in some places it's different, but I think that if you're just kind of like plugged into basically like reciting stuff you hear online without like actually kind of like living and navigating those communities, you don't really know what the dynamics are. Twig. Wah wah. I think a less morbid answer also is that I think a lot of gay and bi men are actually trans and or non-binary, and they just don't have the same language and access to that language, and so they just kind of identify as gay. And that it is not too uncommon for trans women to identify as or identify previously as just a gay man out of convenience, rather than just unleashing their gender oats. I'll do like, am I gonna, because I want to talk a little bit more, I don't know. I'll just like fuck around. Which means I'm playing the Artificer so I can just die. Although I will say her having the hover thing is probably one of the best things on the planet. That was a very galaxy-brained improvement. I think one of my biggest pet peeves with kind of like the internet culture surrounding like social justice around gender identity and sexuality is that a lot of the people who are like really into it do not interact with LGBT people offline. And like it's valid to have online communities, but I think it's also kind of silly to assume that people interact with people the same way in person, and that the kind of people making like uwu core like Tumblr posts like X is valid aren't necessarily like the same kind of people like who like meet with other gay people in person. If that makes sense. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like, oh man, I used to have this like really well thought out, so I could just kind of like talk about it easily. It's like I think that a lot of people who primarily get their politics and interaction with other LGBT people online, I think that they do not always. Well, for one, I think they kind of suck at having good empathy for other LGBT people if they don't have the same politics. When I say, I'm saying uwu, not owo, so that's first. And then second, it's more like when I say uwu, I mean like there was this trend, and I think it's still ongoing a bit, of like very like cutesy, like anime-esque like imagery when talking about social justice or talking about like LGBT people. So you would see like cute pastel like anime girls being like trans rights XD. Um which is like it's valid. It's just that like if you're not part of a certain community, you wouldn't really be part of that, if that makes sense. So like if you're if you're like a sad depressed faggot that's like doing crystal meth and going to like gay clubs, like you're not going to be on fucking Tumblr making ooh woo XD this is valid posts. Or even Twitter for the most part. I mean, Twitter is a little bit more normie core, but like to be plugged into that kind of scene on Twitter would imply that you're basically just like a nerd. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's very important to have like that self-recognition basically that when you're doing like when you're saying stuff about people or making generalizations about LGBT people, if you're like a nerd who primarily like gets their politics from the internet, like you're not going to live the same life as a lot of people who sometimes quite literally are just like living in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And what this has to do with what I was talking about earlier is that a lot of people just don't have common sense, like, understandings of, like, how gender works for a lot of people. And how the boundaries between gender and sexuality are more complicated than we think. You know, in the mid-late 2000s, like OOs, that part of the 2000s, like there was a really big emphasis on gender identity and sexual orientation being completely separate, which was useful for like certain types of arguments, and it was helpful for understanding that like trans people aren't necessarily like just extremely gay people or extremely gender non-conforming gay people, that they can have their own sexual orientations and you know, forms of gender expression. But the downside of that is that people don't understand that for, I think, many people in practice, gender and sexuality actually they're pretty related. Like they overlap. Like you can't just put gender stuff in one box and sexual orientation stuff in another box for most people. So when you get into situations like what I was talking about on Reddit, where you're like not understanding that trans women might cohabitate places with gay men and that they might even date each other while having these identities that sound like they don't match. Like, why would a gay man date a trans woman? Like, trans women are women and gay men are attracted to men. But in practice, they cohabitate. And it's like one of those things that just makes sense if you just, like, actually were around people. Well, this might be the end of old Ethan Bonreal. Oh, I'm alive. I'm screaming. I hope that made sense. Woo! Ooh! That was actually me getting doxxed for being problematic. Anyway, get up off the internet. Go bareback in a gay club restroom. I mean, that probably wouldn't happen in a lot of places, at least if you live in Texas, because they'll have bathroom attendants to make sure you don't get nutted in. But also, and read a book, get a hobby. I don't know. I just really want to encourage people to like hang out with people in person, or at least be self-aware if you don't. Because my final thing on this is that a lot of times when people encounter like real life being different from what they expect from like the politics they have, they get mean or hostile towards it instead of just being like, oh, okay, that's just like an additional way that people can be. I'm trying to think of like a really good example of that. Oh, you know what? Like, this happens a lot of times when people like encounter like black people LGBT culture on like Tumblr. This reminds me of like when people were saying that fuck boy was a slur. So whoever made that lie up was really, 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 galaxy brained because they knew people would believe it. So basically, it was like people were saying that like fuck boy is a slur against trans men, um, and it refers to X, Y, and Z. That was bullshit. And then like basically, Black Tumblr caught wind of that, and we're like, y'all are so fucking stupid. Like, this person literally just made this up, and clearly none of you interact with black people in person because you would know what it meant. That was so funny to me. That was one of the funniest things on the planet. You just really have to build connections with people. Anyway, have a good night. I had fun. I haven't got to talk about shit like that in a little bit, so it was kind of neat. I wasn't super coherent because I'm actually starting to fall asleep a little bit, but I hope you all have a good night. I appreciate you being here. If you liked what I said, consider hitting the like button on this stream to help me out. If you're on YouTube or whatever fucking Twitch has, I don't even know, Mom. And then also, if you're on YouTube, feel free to leave a comment or whatever. And, NTWA, peace.